Hey cleaning family, it's Carolyn Arellano, your cleaning business mentor. And in today's YouTube video, we are going to discuss the correlation between depression and cleaning your home. So please be sure to stick around for the entire video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to discuss a very important topic for all of us to kind of have a little bit of understanding for a number of different reasons. I first want to start this video off by saying that by no means am I a professional doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist of any kind. I am making this video based on my own experience of battling with depression myself and cleaning homes for depressed clients. Now, if you or a loved one is feeling depressed or having any thoughts of self-harm, please be sure to reach out to a professional. I will be linking in the description of this video some phone numbers, websites, and applications that you guys can use to get in contact with a professional. Depression is a mental illness disorder that can affect just about anyone. It's very important as a loved one, as a friend, as a mentor, to check in on your family and loved ones. Some of the most energetic, loving, and fun people in your life could be quietly battling with depression. So it's always important to send out a text or reach out via phone to check on your loved ones and your friends, what I like to call mental health checks. I will literally reach out to my friends that maybe I haven't spoken to in weeks, and even asking my kids from time to time, how are you feeling? Is everything okay? How do you feel? That's really important. Is there anything that you want to talk about? Because a lot of time people that are battling with depression do want to speak about it. They just are either a little bit timid to share or nobody's asking them. Be sure to reach out to your friends and family periodically, performing mental health checks. Depression is characterized as a depressed mood or loss of interest in daily activities. And depression can last days, weeks, or even months for some people. Now, with that being said, when somebody is depressed, it is very hard for them to complete their daily tasks because they are so in their head and in such a depressed mood that it almost becomes impossible. When I was battling depression at one point last year, it was all-consuming, meaning that I was almost obsessed with the thought of how miserable my life was, although that was not the case, right? It was like this obsessive thought process that I literally was stuck in for weeks on end. Although my life, in retrospect was amazing. I have amazing children that I love. I have a wonderful home in New York City. I had an amazing business. I have my health. Like all of these things that now, stepping out of it, and even before my depression, I knew that I was blessed with. For whatever reason, during that month and a half or 2 months, I couldn't see any of that. All I could think about was how miserable my life was and how I felt as though it would be impossible to move on. And again, everybody's depression is different. I can't speak for other people. I'm only speaking on my experience and how I felt when I was battling it. I was blessed enough to seek professional help and understand that how I was thinking was not healthy and was actually damaging not just my mental health, but my physical health as well, and, affecting everyone around me essentially. As I mentioned, if you guys are feeling any kinds of thoughts of depression, if you're, have no desire to move on with your life, let alone your day, please be sure to reach out to a professional. There are many resources that we can utilize to get through this. Something else that I want to mention, if you happen to be battling depression right now, is that things are temporary. No matter what situation it is that has you feeling like this, whether it's the loss of a loved one, the loss of a pet, the loss of a job, people are depressed for many different reasons. The list could go on and on. But whatever it is that has triggered that, if you know what's triggered that, just know that whatever it is that you are going through is temporary. Meaning that the feelings that you're feeling right now in this very moment, you will not feel in a couple of months from now, a couple of weeks from now, a year from now. And also, I want to just let you guys know that anything can be fixed. Literally anything can be fixed with time. There is no reason on earth why things can't be fixed. And I just want you to know that, you are loved and life is always worth living. So moving right along, when you're depressed, you don't want to do your daily activities, right? Getting up in the morning is difficult. Cooking is difficult. And of course, cleaning your home is difficult. So I, went through my own phase of depression. And again, thank God I was able to get out of it. But during that time, it was very difficult for me to do my daily tasks. Now, before I had actually experienced depression myself, I was cleaning homes. As many of you know, I cleaned homes for about a year plus alongside my then partner. And I got to see what depression looked like firsthand in other people's lives. So there were, at least 15 clients of ours, that we had serviced over the course of that year and handful of months, where we would walk into people's homes and they would be in a huge disarray. Not to be, I was never judgy, by the way. I soon learned that this was a mental disorder, right? This was something that was really holding somebody back from cleaning. It wasn't somebody being just a slob or a pig. Like, there was something underlying as to why they didn't clean. And as a cleaners, solo cleaners, cleaning business owners, we need to understand that, right? And we need to not be judgy. So if you go into somebody's home and you see dishes piled up, laundry not done, trash not taken out, do not judge. There are a handful of reasons as to why people cannot physically clean their homes, right? It could be due to a mental disorder like depression. It could be a physical disability. It could be a time restraint. Whatever it is, we are not there to judge. We are there to solve a problem and help people. So that's the first thing I did want to say. Never judge anybody for the way that they're living, especially if they are asking for your help to come clean their home. So based on my experience, like I said, we have seen homes that were borderline hoarding situations, and we have cleaned hoarder homes as well. That's a whole nother disorder on its own. But it's hard. People don't clean because they can't. They just don't have the interest. They don't have the physical, strength, the mental strength to do these things. They are just trying to survive, right? They are trying to survive and get through their day. So this is like where being a cleaning business owner can come in to actually help those people. I personally love to clean because I get satisfaction from it. I like to help people. I like to make things clean. But once we started to clean for those that were, going through postpartum depression, going through depression, hoarder situations, and actually those with disabilities, I found that was even more rewarding for me as a cleaning business owner, as a solo cleaner, because it was like, okay, not only was I just coming in to clean, like a regular client's home that's capable of cleaning their own house, but for me, I was doing something even more, right? I was taking a load off of somebody's plate, and in hopes that when I left that person's apartment or home, they had more of a mental cleansing, or felt more clarity, or felt a mood boost, right? Because their home wasn't such a mess like their mind or their feelings were. If you're battling with depression and battling with cleaning your own home and can't afford a professional cleaning service, right? If that's just out of your budget and not something that you can do, then you need to focus on taking small steps to overcome some of these cleaning challenges. The first thing you want to do is forget about the space around you being messy. You need to focus, number one, on self-care. Number two, my suggestion is to get up and go out for a walk. Get out of bed, get off of that couch, try as hard as possible not to sulk in your feelings and get some fresh air. Moving your body is definitely going to help. Breathing fresh air is going to make you feel better, and it's going to activate your neurons, improve your blood flow, and release endorphins, okay? So going out, and being in nature and taking that walk is going to help. I would even suggest taking your shoes off and putting them in the grass, to be honest. Being connected with, the earth is actually also a really good idea. Go sit in a field somewhere and try to think of, all of the positive things that you do have going on in your life. The people that do care about you, your health, right? Being able to walk, being able to talk. Like, while you're out in nature, really try to reflect on all the positive things that you do have going on. My second piece of advice after taking that small walk is to focus just on one small task. Meaning, pick one thing to do today when you get back from that walk. That could be washing a couple of dishes. That could be putting the food away on the table. That could be taking the trash out. But don't overwhelm yourself with too many things to do at one time. Gradually increase your progression, meaning over time add some small tasks like putting laundry away, and gradually increase your progression. My next piece of advice would be reprogramming negative beliefs. And this is actually what helped me immensely when I was fighting or battling my depression. Now, that can be positive affirmations, letting yourself know that you are worthy of a clean home, and listen to that daily. Now, that can include positive affirmations, telling yourself that you are worthy of a clean space, that you are worthy of a happy life. I used to love to tell myself, I would say, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy, I am blessed. I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy, I am blessed. And I would repeat that and count on my hands like 10 or 15 times until my mood would change. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you are in that depressive mode, you have these obsessive thoughts that are negative all the time. So you have to change that thought process. You can also record yourself saying these things if you don't feel comfortable with constantly repeating them out loud. Just to remind yourself that you are worthy, you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are happy, and you are blessed. Understand that changes do take time. Changing ingrained beliefs and habits is a gradual process, and it does take time. So be graceful with yourself. Don't expect to get through this or make these huge strides within a couple of days or, a couple of weeks even. Understand that it does take time to change how you think and how you feel, but always remember that it can be done. And again, like I've mentioned a couple of times throughout this video, please be sure to reach out for help, whether that is letting a family member know, talking to a close friend, but most importantly, seeking professional help. If you're battling through depression and just don't have the strength or the will to clean your home, and you can afford to call a professional cleaning service, I highly recommend it. Do not worry about cleaners or cleaning technicians being judgy. We have seen it all. Please believe that. We have seen things in people's homes. So your house is not going to be an issue for anyone to come clean. If you feel as though you want to give the technician a little bit of a heads up, that's completely fine. I've had plenty of clients let me know over the phone, hey, I'm battling postpartum. Hey, I've been depressed. Just giving us a little bit of a heads up. You can do that. Again, most people are very empathetic and understanding. But understand that cleaning is our profession. This is what we do for a living, and we have seen it all. And of course, if you cannot afford a professional cleaning service, then start with small, manageable tasks. But of course, start with your self-care first. Like I said, take a shower, wash your laundry, whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself feel better, handle your self-care first and then move on to those small cleaning tasks throughout your home to help with that clutter. You are worthy of a clean and organized space, and with time, you can achieve it. Remember also that you have the power to change your mental health and change the living situation that you are in. Nothing is permanent, and you are capable of getting through anything. Again, if you or a loved one is going through depression or any type of mental illness, please be sure to reach out to a professional, and please understand that you are not alone and you can get through this. Thank you guys for watching. If you found this video educational and informational, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button as I upload new YouTube videos every single week.